Here we go.
Yes, sir. The boys are back in town.
Rap Sports News,
RSN
Podcast. Yo.
What up, man?
What's going on?
Back at it, man.
Another week down.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into some topics.
All right.
This one, man.
I can tell it's about to be something good.
This one upset me.
Uh-oh.
But we're going to start off with J. Cole. So we know Kendrick dropped his diss against Drake and Cole, right? So on Friday, Cole responded. He dropped 7-Minute Drill. And it was a dope diss. You know, he had his jabs at Kendrick in there. Mm-hmm. You know, then 2 days later, he's at Dreamville Fest. He's like, hey, guys, you know, I dropped the diss and it really didn't sit well with me, man. I feel real bad. Kendrick's the greatest. Make some noise if you love Kendrick.
Oh, my goodness.
It's not no big three. It's just Big Heat.
Yo, I just couldn't believe it. Like, he just lost a lot of points.
Yeah, he just
lost a lot of points.
He just dropped himself out of being the greatest of this era.
Cole
was my favorite one out the big three.
It's a thing, man.
Like Drake, he's like my favorite artist, but Cole was the best rapper.
I'm disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very disappointed. I mean, I thought he would understand what hip hop is, a contact sport. Mm-hmm. And for him to apologize about this,
right?
Come on, son.
This is the thing, right?
Son.
And he's not the first one to apologize for a diss. You know, but it was so much different. You remember when NWA was going at it with each other and Ice Cube and all them?
Yep.
Eazy-E had to die for them to go say they were sorry.
Yo, it's soft. It's just a
Jay-Z and Nas, it was like 5 years before they apologized.
Yeah. I think
it was 2 days.
2 days, bro.
Kendrick might not have even heard the diss yet.
Yeah, this is nuts. This is nuts because then it's like we were saying earlier, this is perfect time for Kendrick. Go ahead for the kill shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because even if J. Cole respond to that and say anything, we don't care because he don't mean it.
Right. He just said he doesn't mean it. He just said that, you know, Kendrick's the greatest.
So one, for me, you can't pop off and then apologize. At least that fast, too. Mm-hmm. But then two, for him to come out and say dude is the greatest, it's just like, I don't know, man. I feel some kind of way about that.
And, you know, I didn't really mean that about his catalog. You know, he made great albums.
You think he got threatened?
What? Nah.
Like, that got to be the only logical reason. Like they pulled up to his house, threatened his family or something. But you better go ahead and renege and apologize.
But
or this is over.
People have apologized to Kendrick. Jay Electronica apologized.
So I'm saying he connected, man. He in them streets, man.
Lupe Fiasco apologized.
I'm just saying, you never know.
But I don't think that's what it was about. I think Cole just like...
Yeah, that's just him. He just apologized. That's disappointing. I don't know. I don't know what happens next for J. Cole's career because that could be a career killer right there.
No, I mean, it could have.
That could be a career killer. Like, think about it.
He's a smart guy, though, and he's really talented. I'm not going to take that away, but he's going to have to strategize. Yeah,
for sure. He definitely got to strategize. His next move better be his best move.
Right. Because I lost a lot of interest in what he has to say. It's that thing, right? He's always been saying if a rapper step up, I'ma smoke him, blah, blah. He's been doing that for years.
Yeah. He said that in the last time he said that was on the Jump with Benny, right?
He said it
Johnny
on
P's Caddy.
He said it on Thug's song.
Mm-hmm. He keeps saying it.
He keeps saying it. And then the time arises, and then it's
like, okay, do you think it would make any difference? Because I'm not condoning apologizing at all. But do you think it'd make any difference if like he had like just went crazy on the verse, just killed Kendrick on the verse, and it was so bad he felt bad about it and was just like, I apologize.
No, I'm not like letting no almost 40-year-old get away with that.
No, he can't apologize. You can't apologize.
Once you step out there, you're out there.
Yeah,
you gotta stand on your choices. That's what you learn as a man. Hey, once you do it, because if that's the case, if he was going to apologize, shouldn't have done it at all.
Yeah, facts. He had time to think about it.
If it only took 2 days, you knew it was wrong when you put it out.
It ain't like it's an email. You can't get it back. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he sent the email. He just sent the email. Like he was in the recording studio, hit record, went through it, listened back to it. You know what I'm saying?
Mastered it.
Mastered it.
Put it on the album.
Like, yeah, nah, you can't get away with that one.
And then 2 days later, you know what? I'm going to take it down. Nah, man.
Nah, we can't condone that one.
All right, Drake, it's up to you, man.
Yo, Drake can come diss both of them now.
I don't think he would go after Cole, though. I don't see why he would.
He wouldn't, but I'm just saying, if it's a free opportunity.
Because he doesn't need to. Cole's not in the conversation no more.
Yeah, he knocked himself out.
Right.
I think he could throw a shot at him, though.
he could.
He could throw a shot. You know Drake, he's saying them subliminal, not even like them indirect shots.
Mm-hmm. Sneak this.
Mm-hmm. All
right. We had another story. Rod Wave got arrested on Easter.
Oh, man, what he done did?
So apparently there was a shootout in his hometown out in Florida, but it wasn't him. It was his friends.
It's always the entourage.
Right.
Always the entourage.
So his friends ended up shooting stuff up. I don't even know if they hit who they intended it for, because like I heard like 2 girls got shot and 1 guy, but they were like across the street. They weren't.
You know, you gotta really check your crews. You know what I'm saying? You gotta check, because everybody who associated with your name is making you look bad. That's not just him. That's everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who got some kind of fame or notoriety, you gotta know who with you.
And it's wild because Rod Wave is like a really big artist. He makes like $400,000 a show.
Yeah, you don't want to mess all that up. It could all be gone.
Right.
It could just all be gone just like that. Especially if they would have hit the Easter Bunny. Oh, my God. This would have been it. He would have been done for sure.
Yeah, don't do that. It's I mean, I'm glad that no one died, but yeah, you got to check your friends. That's not cool. You way too famous, way too rich, way too talented, way too black for all of that.
Yep. Hey. But hopefully you turn it around.
Yeah. All right. Aoki Simmons. She was with her 65-year-old boyfriend on the beach, and then after everybody found out, she broke up with him.
Dang, was she like 30, right?
No, she's 21.
21. Oh, man, that's even worse.
Yeah, 44 years.
Golly. My goodness. She tried to keep it on low. You think she got money, though. It couldn't have been no sugar daddy stuff. She got money. She come from money.
No, I don't think her parents fund her like that. She told her dad that if he didn't send more money, she was going to go be a sugar baby.
Well, she stood by her word.
That's what I said. Well, she's a woman of her word.
She's a woman of her word, yeah. She is.
But it's like...
On to the next one,
That's so embarrassing. But then, at the same time, I feel like her mom kind of did the same thing.
Well, Russ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she was 17. He was like 44 at the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh.
That's true.
Is this Mike?
Yep.
All right, cool.
But, hey, what you think? She going to get another one?
Another sugar daddy?
Yeah. You think it's going to be older or younger?
Nah, it's got to be.
Got to be younger unless she hide it pretty well.
I don't know what she's going to do. We'll see. But I think she's chose her path.
All the sugar daddies on alert right now.
Right? Exactly.
Got one.
That's wild. That's embarrassing. All right. Speaking of embarrassing, Fresh from Fresh and Fit ended up getting the IG model pregnant, and he's saying she's lying.
She lying?
Mm-hmm. Or seeing what he can do. He said he don't want to be a father. She's saying that she loved him, and they were together. They weren't using protection, and things happened.
That's what she said?
Mm-hmm.
Does he deny that part?
Nope.
He's lying. You are the father. Because listen to his words. He said he don't want to be the father. Right. He ain't say he ain't the father.
Right.
He said he don't want to be.
But this is like the thing. The argument is, he's supposed to be like this guru online, right? This red pill guru of, don't mess with these 304s, don't get locked in or whatever, right?
He did it.
Yeah.
He ain't practicing what he preaching around.
Right.
Here. He said
fronting YouTubers.
He said this one was an exception. This is an exception to the rule for this one.
Like it's yeah, man.
I don't know. I think I had to go, bring back Maury. And
Yeah, wait until the baby gets here to see what's happening. Or see if she's really pregnant.
You are the father.
Right? That's why Maury's still doing that show, I think, too.
Oh, man, I ain't know.
Or I don't know if he is, but that show been on for a minute.
That's a classic. They need to do the celebrity edition. That'd be hilarious.
All right, let's get into some news. Out in Chicago, Dexter Reed, he got pulled over by like 5 cops. They weren't in uniform. They were in regular clothes. They were in an unmarked car. They were telling him, or they say that they pulled him over because he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Right? So they're sitting there, they're telling him, roll the window down. And then what we don't know is who shot first, but a bullet was fired, and then they ended up shooting the car 96 times.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, the fact that they shot the car 96 times, come on, that's overly excessive. Mm-hmm. I mean, really, after 10 shots, he probably was dead. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, but my thing is this, like, an unmarked car pulling up on you, and then everybody jumping out with guns, 5 cops jumping out with guns. You don't even know that they cops. Mm-hmm. I would have started shooting first, too.
That's what I was thinking. It's like, how would you know who they are?
Exactly. If an unmarked car pulling up on me and it's an SUV and 5 people jump out, nobody telling me, like, you know, you normally, if you get pulled over, pull over, driver, they just jumped out, put out on him. And
so, because you didn't have your seatbelt on.
And they couldn't even see his seatbelt because he got tinted windows. Mm-hmm. So that's all. I think anybody, but most people in that situation, especially depending on the neighborhood and the area you're in, if I'm in a certain kind of area and that happens to me, more than likely I'm going to shoot first. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I see 5 people coming at me with guns, I got to get out of there.
Right. And this is the thing. I need to learn more about. I don't know who's right and who's wrong. Like I said, it did look weird from both sides. Yeah. Right. I'm not going to just say the cops were shady. They were shady.
It was shady how it all went down, but at the same time, he was sketchy too.
Yeah,
it was just be honest.
He was sitting in the car with a Pooh Shiesty mask on.
Yeah, yeah, like, you know, and that's the other part of it. So you got to look at the other side of it is he was sitting in the car with a mask on with a gun.
Right. So I don't know exactly what happened. I do want to learn more, but from right now, it doesn't look right from the police side. Because why are y'all?
Yeah, they should have never pulled him over.
Right.
They should have never put that situation should have never happened. He should never got pulled over.
Or I feel like they could have called somebody that was in a marked car, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, they could have easily called.
Yeah.
They could have easily called. They could have just followed them and called.
That's what I'm thinking.
But it felt like they were trigger happy.
Oh, for sure.
You shooting at a car 96 times?
96, bro.
You're trigger happy.
96.
No way around that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so another story. Detroit man, Aaron Brown. He shot a Chipotle worker because the Chipotle worker did not put enough guacamole on his plate.
Did you really just say he shot at a Chipotle worker? Wait a minute.
In the leg. He shot him in the leg.
Y'all really that hungry out there, bro? Why? What did he not get?
His guacamole.
Oh, my God. This is crazy.
Or not enough of it.
Okay, have you ever ate anything that good that you shoot somebody in the leg because you ain't got enough of it? I don't know. You know what? Now I think about it. I'm thinking
about, like,
Polynesian sauce is pretty good. I like Polynesian. I don't know. This is something I always, growing up, I always like the sweet and sour sauce.
Sweet and sour sauce. I've had some buffalo wings that were really good.
You know, they got them joints at Hooters, them habanero, what is it? Habanero, sweet habanero joint. Yeah, I don't know. Now I think about it.
But the thing is,
I wouldn't have shot him.
We never did it.
We never did it.
But it's like, yeah, that's wild, right?
That's crazy. That guac must have been on point, boy.
Now I'm wondering what the Chipotle in Detroit tastes like.
Hey, I bet you everybody in line now trying to get some of that. We got to go down there and see how good this guac was to get shot in the leg for.
And make sure you put enough on the plate.
Word. There's gonna be a lot of people getting shot in the leg. It's gonna be. I'm just playing. I hope the person who got shot in the leg is all right.
Yeah, he's healing up. They said that he's expected to be fine, but it's still a wild ass story.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So let's talk about more food. So there was a Karen. She was at, I think that was a Pizza Hut. Yeah, Pizza Hut. And she's talking to the worker. She's like, hey, there's not enough sauce on this pizza, not enough cheese. And she ends up throwing the box at the worker, then tries to like beeline straight out the door. The worker follows right behind her.
Got caught.
Ends up hitting her, pushing her on the ground, and they're yelling at each other. She's like, you know what? Since you hit me, I should call the cops on you. The worker saying that to the Karen lady.
Yeah. But you know what's going to happen, right? The worker going to get fired.
Yeah, for
sure.
You
already know. The worker going to get fired. And the question is, was it worth it?
I mean, yeah. I mean, she can get another job.
Yeah, it ain't like Pizza Hut was paying crazy money anyways.
Right.
But I'm just saying, it's like, it's that fine line. Like, you got to stand up for yourself, but you got to know what's worth it, what's not. Because it'd be different. Like, she's about to quit anyways. Oh, yeah, go for it. But if you know, got kids or somebody dependent on that, you got to think twice about it, I think.
But then also, I feel like women don't care like that with jobs because they can always, like, rely on their men. Just be like, you know, kind of like, remember in Everybody Hates Chris, how Rochelle was always like, my man got 2 jobs, I don't need this.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like that's how women usually think. So, yeah. She's fine.
But she seemed young, though, so she could have been like a high school kid or something, too.
Yeah, so she would be more angry.
Yeah, he'd be more pissed off. So, I mean, the lady, you know, that's just, I think that's a good wake-up call if people have not waken up yet. Like, you can't just go in there treating people like any kind of way. If everybody is a human being, you can't treat people like this is back in the day. Not saying that was right back in the day at all, but
they were more tolerant.
Yeah, and be
too tolerant.
Yeah,
way too nice.
So I'm not upset about what happened. It all could have been avoided if people just treated each other the right way.
But yeah, I am kind of glad she stood up for herself.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, sports. Bronny James.
Oh, man. Bronny James. Yeah, he has done a lot. Yeah, he has entered the transfer portal, and he has entered and declared for the NBA draft. So I guess he's going to see how the mock draft goes and see how that turns out. And if it ain't the way he wants, then he'll probably transfer it to a different school to give him a better look for next year. Mm-hmm. But it'd be interesting if he did go in the draft, man. I know LeBron, one of the interviews, maybe after the Brooklyn game, one of the games, he mentioned that he felt like I think he said something to the effect that like he ain't have a lot of time left in the game or something like that. So, and then the next day, Bronny declared. So I don't know. I think either way, Bronny gonna be good. But if he do go, and he could not get drafted and get picked up by the Lakers as a like a free agent or something like that.
Mm-hmm. We got Shalimar Sanders entering transfer portal too.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Nobody expected her to leave Colorado, but she wouldn't get no playing time for real. And she could hoop. She could really hoop. But she been there 2 seasons. They went pretty far in the Final Four. I think Sweet 16 both years, and she ain't get no playing time. So she got to bust a move, man. Shout out to Colorado, but shout out to what she doing too, because she can hoop, and we all need to see her talents.
Mm-hmm. And we got the Final Four national championships.
Yes, sir. Shout out to South Carolina. They beat Iowa. I told everybody they had to win at least by 10, be up by 10 or 12 because refs don't be playing fair. And shout out to UConn. UConn beat Purdue, man. They both were well deserved. Shout out to again South Carolina because they did their thing.
All right, and last we got Caitlin Clark going number 1.
Yes, sir. She going number 1. It's the mock draft. They got her going number 1 to, I believe it's Indiana. So, it's going to be crazy.
All right, guys, if you made it to the end, we want to thank you. If you want to see more music critiques, check out my channel. You want to see more music and vlogs, check out Slyce's channel. I'm Canary Valens.
Slyce.
Peace.